Podcast. I am Granit, and I'm joined by Ryan. What's up?
Nothing too much.
Nothing too
Just
much. Don't you have 5 reasons why we're all happy and joyous?
that is true. This is very true. Well, let's take back a second, okay? First, we have the Battery play on Saturday, right?
Yep.
Saturday night. We are there in the soaking rain. And before the match starts, we give our prediction. And I like to give a shout out. Even though the game was abandoned and did not complete, I think we did a pretty good job reading that first half and how it was going to play out.
Exactly.
I mean, hey, and I firmly believe that the Battery can get it done on a rainy night in Stoke.
They did, and then they come back again.
And then they came back again and followed it up, which is even better.
Yeah, it was like, okay, you guys, if you want to stick around for another ass whipping, here, we'll give you an ass whipping.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
Now, do you think that like fatigue across because so Colorado was here for a total of 4 days?
Yeah.
Do you think that does a lot on players?
Fatigue.
You know, there's fatigue.
I think it is. So.
They won the league last year.
They really did. They did. It must have been a fluke. It must have been a fluke.
I heard it's hard to stay on top of the league year after year.
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, there is some talk about that. But I mean, that
what
was
goes
not the
into
same
that?
team.
Do you just have to have
every year?
I guess here's the better question, right? Teams that win the league, right? I'm assuming there's a bonus, right? Like there's the prize money for winning the league, right? Yeah, you get a little compensation, correct? Right, we all know
I'm
that.
assuming, yeah.
Okay. Through what happens to where clubs, I get you sell players to better clubs, right? Those players want to move on. And I feel like those clubs who just win have no identity afterwards because everyone leaves and they don't have anything holding that together. Does that make sense? Because even the coaches sometimes leave and everything too. And it just,
if you think about the big,
isn't the Battery coach now at Colorado? No, he's at Vegas.
But the big team, big leagues, you've got, you're at the top. You're the pinnacle. You're at the top of the game. So it's not like people go off to a league higher. So it's not like they're losing talent from that league. Like the English Premier League, you don't lose talent. It kind of stays in. Same thing, in Spain, it kind of stays in there. It doesn't leave at the end of the year. Here, we got people leaving USL to go to Europe, stuff like that. There's always that fluctuation.
And I'd say it's very noticeable. It's very noticeable though because of all the different play styles and the different people and the diversity that we have in the league, like which makes it so beautiful. But it makes it so noticeable when those teams who win can't repeat the next year. And I guess that's what makes the Battery so special right now, since we've been able to retain and hold. But it's, if we do go and win it, is that like just a checkbox for some of these people and then they move on to the next site?
They take off. Well, then we hunt them down. They do. Hey, you got to jump in, jump out. I think that's what the rule is, right?
Anyways, let's get into this. Yeah, let's get into this. 5-0 Colorado Rapids. No, Switchbacks. First off, Switchbacks.
Rapids. you jumped to a different level. I don't know if it's a lower level. But first, we have tied our regular season record for wins. 18.
We have. This is big.
We have two more regular season matches to go.
And this is the record that we set when we also set the most turnaround points in the league ever.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, correct? That's Ben Pierman's first season as a coach?
Yep. So I think that's a big hurdle. It's a big hurdle we went over. Um, you know, us talking about keeping that or building our shape or not our shape, but our form throughout the season, I think we're getting there. So now let's jump into the 5-0, straighten out the switchback. So it's kind of like flatbacks, ass whooping that happened the other day.
I mean, would you like to take it away? You were there. I was coaching. I was not particularly there at attendance as I was coaching. But
so it was a beautiful
how
evening.
was it?
It started out
Goals all day long?
it started out kinda slow. Yeah, it started out kinda slow, I think everybody just relaxed. It was a kind of early kickoff, and it was a makeup not a makeup match, but it's kind of done it till I don't wanna say last second, but last second. So, there wasn't too many people in stands. There's only 1 beer stand there, 1 or 2 food trucks,
Oh,
'cause you're trying to balance. Yeah, well, they're trying to balance that, how many people are gonna show up. You don't want all the food trucks to get there. Plus, it was done at the last minute, and it was explained to me, it's like, even if they wanted to, they were already dedicated to other places. So it was 1 little beer stand, and then it started to fill up slowly. It didn't fill all the way to the top, but it got, quite a few people there. It's kinda cool. Very nice evening. A little sun. The pitch looked pretty good, and I think the way to say it is, Aaron Malloy come out and set it up for the rest of the evening. I don't know how
I saw
often,
that.
and
Are you talking about the free kick?
Yeah. So we were all looking down. We looked down because it was like 7 minutes in, and so we were just talking and looked down, and all of a sudden, bam! All of a sudden, it was in the back of the net, and so myself and Patrick and a couple of people actually didn't even witness it because we didn't see what happened because we were looking down, talking to people down below us. But then when we went back and when I went back and looked at it, I said, it's pretty impressive, and I think that Aaron Malloy should also get a third assist for assisting himself. Because I swear I heard from the far side of the field, bank shot off the guy's face, and then I put in a goal off a volley. And that's exactly what happened. So he should get that third assist for assisting himself and using the wall to set it up for a perfect kill shot. That's all I got to say about
That's
that.
very well done. This isn't the first kill strike that this man has had in
Yeah.
this competition. He's produced some absolute wonders this year and last year for the battery, and his I think his magic, like when it's like must watch him
Yeah.
play. It's coming. It's
If
right
it's a
here.
free
It's right
kick,
now.
my
It's like
eyes will not divert away.
You love to see that with only 2 games to play too, because when he goes in the
Mhm.
playoffs, he's gonna hit it. And
Yeah,
then not
sometimes
only that, the next 2 games though, you're gonna have Torres taking it. Because then if Torres makes
Mhm.
it, then you're going to the playoffs with both of them just having made one within the last 3 games.
Yeah, and then the other side's gotta
And you
go,
don't know
"Okay,
who's gonna take and you
how do
don't know
we."
who's
Yeah.
gonna take the ball. They're both gonna be standing over top of it. Keepers are gonna be confused.
It's completely. Oh, speaking of keepers, so let me talk about the Sasquatch. It was the enemy's goal. This guy was huge. There was a lot of discussion about, is he really that big, or just when you're wearing orange, you look like a huge traffic barrel and everything, but he's a big guy, and I think we use that to our advantage. I think sometimes you get too tall and too big, and you can't get down
It's
low,
hard
and
to
you can't do
fall.
anything. Yeah, and I think we saw that later on. So it was when Aaron hit that, goal, like, like the sniper in the rigging of the ship shooting down there. It was fantastic, and then, w we were just in charge the whole time. It was like they were out there playing, a team that was, a division or 2 lower.
Not having just won the USL championship the year before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It must have been, I mean, I don't know. So let's talk about second goal real
Like, they
quick, 'cause
didn't
I
just
want just
win
wanna
it
talk about
either. Like,
moments.
they won 3-0.
Yeah, they got lucky. They
That's
got lucky.
that's soccer.
Well,
I mean, that's US
yeah.
soccer.
Well, that's kinda what I don't like about you're right, it's US soccer. That's what I don't like about, uh, this playoff thing. and I understand we're a big country, so we've got teams spread all over the place, and so maybe the playoffs setup is the way you go. I don't know. I don't like it because you could be the best team and win the Players' Shield and, on points and still end up not winning the league. And I think we should reward consistency over making money off of viewership at the last part of the season. But that's just me. Again, we're winning a lot of matches.
So essentially what you're saying is you'd almost rather see a vote to forego the playoffs. You'd rather
No,
not
I don't
see
want any
playoffs.
I'd rather not see
would you
playoffs.
rather see no playoffs?
No playoffs.
Not even like a championship game between first and second?
No. And I understand where you're going, but why do that? So the first place team goes in there and wins, is undefeated in the regular season, undefeated. And then say the second place team is won 75%, and then all of a sudden they're at the top. So consistency isn't rewarded. What is rewarded is somebody putting in a couple goals last match. And I don't think that's fair to us.
We honestly saw the heartbreak. We experienced heartbreak back in 23. We experienced heartbreak in 23 with number 6 seed Phoenix beating us.
Yeah, and I think in the first match of the next season, you put yourself on fire. You were still distraught. Is that I had the timeline down when you burned yourself with the smoke grenades?
Sitting right up there, dude, in the cave.
Yeah. So
those holes, man.
Hey, let me jump in. So a couple weekends ago, I was talking about how I went somewhere and you guys were texting. We're texting back and forth, and we stopped by some beaver place, and you said you got to get. And we're a big discussion, and I don't know if you can see this, but I got you something. Anyways, too bad Patrick's not here.
Those are the greatest things you can ever get.
I have a second bag in there, so I don't know. They misspelled gummy. Is there gummy beavers?
Yeah, that's the fun.
Okay, that's not even go that way. So
no, bears. Have you had it? Did you try one?
No, it's your bag, and I got another one for Patrick. This is yours. See on the back it says Ryan.
I give you permission to, if you feel like it, you can open mine and have one or two and just try it.
While we're recording? I don't know. Well, let's see if we get there. So let's talk about the second goal. Okay. Let's talk about the second goal. Did you watch it? I know. Yeah. MD, the doctor.
Oh. All right. He gets 14 on the year now. This is number 14 on the year. 2 goals behind Cal. 1 goal behind second place for the Golden Boot race. This is big.
It's huge because they're two fundamentally different players. And it's fantastic to see both of them scoring goals. In different
ways,
battery. For the battery, that is. Yeah. So MD scores it like a champ. I mean, it's his bread and butter, right? Kind of going to the goal in the box, past the big old Sasquatch boy. He's
just really good at dropping that shoulder.
Yeah.
That shoulder feint. I've been trying to work on some of my boys with that because that allows you to maneuver anywhere across the goal, because you can either go front post or you can drag it and go back post. So it leaves that keeper at that disadvantage where he has to fully spread. And as long as you have the placement, it's not necessarily about the power, it's placement. You can get it past them.
That's so hard. I think it's hard to teach young players that sometimes the power is when you need it for some things, like what Aaron did, and 99% of the other time, placement is key. But It's easier to place around a big Sasquatch guy that can't get down, and which is very highlighted with Emilio's goal. I think Emilio was on his ass when he headed that in, and the keeper he just could not bend or something. He was not a gummy bear, even though he was orange.
Isn't it Donnarumma?
Joking about yeah. Well, at least he can. Well, don't even get me started. Well, anyways, we were like, they just put the shortest guy on the pitch that headed the ball after kind of a really overcooked, I think it was a corner kick from Aaron, and he's falling backwards and heads it off his forehead. Not even it was a great header, and the keeper couldn't even. I don't know. He's gotta do some yoga. He needs to be a little more flexible because Emilio just schooled him on it. Well, didn't school him. He didn't have to because he can't get down. His hands only go down to his waist, and that's it. And he can't bend over.
Oh, is he stiff?
Yeah, I don't know what he is. He's a Sasquatch. All the pictures you see of Bigfoot, you don't see him bending over or leaning to the left or right. That's because they can't, and I think that's what he is. I think the orange is to cover up all his hairy ass. Fuck the switchbacks. Sorry.
That's right. Why he lives up the mountains. All right, number 4.
You're exactly right. You're brilliant. They brought him out of the Pacific Northwest. Who was the other guy that scored a goal? Who was that? I don't know who that was. Who? Who was it?
Or something?
No, the 4th goal?
Who?
No, that was the 5th goal. Let's talk about Vigo. Yeah, let's talk about the 5th goal. Vigo. So we come on, everybody's like, yay, because everybody's in a party mood at this point, right? Because we're up 4-0. We're in a party mood. The whole stands, everybody's having a great time. And Vigo comes on, everybody's like, yes, finally we get to see some Vigo time. And then this ball bounces around and he just turns like his everyday job is sitting there in the box and just he spins and shoots it. And again, Sasquatch has no answer other than flail on it. He's very good at waving his arms at this level.
Well, and then this kind of goes into what we talked about with MD's goal, right? We talked about placement with MD's. We talked about power with Malloy's, and Vigo's was simply just power with the turn. It's a quick turn and power.
Yeah.
Placement's there as well. Yes, placement's always there, but that one's more about just quick turn and power because the keeper just has no time to react.
It's amazing that because that's a skill. I mean, I don't know if that's just a innate thing to be able to turn with the power, head down, and put it in the right spot all at the same time. You just been on the pitch for a couple minutes, and then all of a sudden you're just like, bam! And everybody went crazy. Everybody went crazy.
Itching to get on the field.
Yeah, we were itching for him to get on the field, right? So the fans that were not in though, that just happened to, I'm going to start calling them the impulse fans. They go, hey, let's go watch a match. After explaining to a couple of them, said that's his first professional goal, they were just ecstatic to him because they appreciated the skill level to do what he did. And then that's his first professional goal. Everybody's like, wow. So it was, the party was continuing at that point. So I think everybody could just left the pitch. Yeah, it was really cool. So let's back up to goal number 4 because this doesn't happen a lot.
Good for Vigo. Cheers to Vigo. It's awesome.
Yeah, well, to our youth. May they never leave us. So our 4th goal was a young man. What are you drinking?
This is zero sugar energy drinks. I got some many little projects to do tonight. I got to build some things. So got a little energy drink. Ranger Berry. It's pretty good, actually.
Don't fucking be texting me at 3:00 in the morning.
Hey, it could be, dude. These are made by our own U.S. veterans. So,
well, thank God they're not like the Russian
probably
veterans,
will be up.
Now, the vodka we drink is from the Russian veterans. Anyways, we go on about that. So 4th goal, because I'm going to get to this because it's a very important goal. 2nd goal of this young man's life. I met this guy when he first came to the battery. A season ticket holder kind of meet and greet. Met him. He's a very nice young man. He also too likes to wear a man bun. He hasn't got the playing time as he used to, and man, I thought he put it off the keeper Sasquatch's face, but coming in, I think Aaron got an assist on that one too, and nice little, I think it was a header, and put it behind in the goal. And this is what the keeper did. So That's not the
Trying
big
to wave him
news.
off sides?
No, he was flapping at the ball. And when he was flapping,
Oh,
he was inside the goal. Even if he got it, it wouldn't matter because it just flapped behind the goal. So better than that. I don't know. I don't think it's better than that. So afterwards, right, went down because there weren't a whole lot of people there, and it went down to where they come off the pitch because I knew it was going to be a good time for the players, and little kids were lining up, and then a group of little kids come over there, and the mom's like, "Oh, don't push that guy," and I got some good video of the players coming off. I was like, "Hey, y'all, you get up here, you get every player's autograph coming through, as long as they're battery players. Don't be talking to those non-battery players." And so players are coming down. I said, "There's only one player that I need to reach in there for." And mom said, "Who is that?" And I said, "Nate De Santos." And so bought 2 jerseys this year. One with JD and the other one with Nate.
Yeah.
Yep. I was wearing Nate's. And I said, "Nate, could you give me an autograph?" And he was signing little kids' autographs, and they knew that's who I wanted to get, a signature from. And they all just kind of, backed off like, "Oh, this is his guy." And they looked at me, and I spun around, and I showed him the jersey.
Little
And
kids.
yeah, and he's just like, "Oh, absolutely." So, it's one thing getting an autograph
So
when somebody else
awesome.
has a 42 back there, but it's cool to stand in line amongst all the little kids, and I don't know if you can see it, but, there's Nate's signature. So, he's like, "On the numbers?" I said, "Hell yeah, on the numbers." Can you see it? Is that better?
Yeah, it's
So,
better.
got my So now the problem is, do I wear it? No, I'm not gonna wear it. I'm gonna put it up on the wall behind me. So now I just paid a bunch of money for a Nate De
100%
Santos
because he
jersey.
scored
It's
that
on the wall behind me.
night.
Yep. I
Yes.
might wear it the rest of the season because maybe this is the good luck one. Maybe this is the beginning of a cup.
You know
But
what?
if
And
not,
see,
it's
and
still
that's
going on.
exactly how I felt about the breast cancer one I bought in 23 with Leland because I had worn that one every single game after that, all the way until the final, and then we lost, and then I
Yep.
retired the jersey after that, so I don't wear it anymore. But I felt that
That's
same
all right.
way about the kids. I mean,
Hey, I'm
hey,
not superstitious, but I'm not gonna fuck it up either,
no, see,
I'm not
don't
gonna have base
don't
say,
go playing
"Why didn't
around.
you wear the Nate jersey?" "Why did you wear that? We lost because you didn't wear a Nate." They're not gonna say that. So that was it was a good time.
What they are gonna be
Uh,
saying is, "Why did Nate score a hat trick tonight and you were wearing that?" That's crazy.
a man can dream. Mm. So it was fun. Usually I stay out of those lines. We've done some, work, not live stuff, but at the game, well, they were passing
Mhm.
behind us, but it was kind of fun to see all the players and give high fives. Especially a big shout out to CG Christian Gardner. At halftime, I was there. I was taking some video, and I didn't notice him. I think he was trying, like, "Hey, what's up?" And I didn't notice till afterwards. But after the match, I was like, "CG Christian, what you doing?" So, uh, big shout out to him because had a big smile on his face too. Um,
Oh, he's awesome. Just waiting for his
yeah,
moment, man. He's
yeah.
2 games left to play, both or no, we got, no, we have 3 games left.
We have 3, yeah, 2
We have
home,
3
1 away,
games
right?
because you have 2 home, we have that midweek game against Sacramento on the road.
Yep. That's what's got me all
I
messed
was
up.
looking yeah, I was looking back at why, we were talking about, what a great opportunity it would have been for Christian to start the last game, but me seeing how much it last game meant to Luis personally, in that aspect and everything, I can see why he played and wanted to do those stuff. And maybe it's Christian's turn for one of these last 3 just to give
Yeah.
Luis a break. And then, we need to sort of restring and strengthen our whole entire back line and like make sure everyone's on the same page going forward. Um,
Oh,
into
yes.
playoffs, like it's all clean and everything. Like, and we're right there by it. I mean, last game showed that. Can we back it up with our next game? And can we maybe change out a player or two and then make a stronger make that consistency, That
Well,
is how
we
you
did we
show the
did
fans that you're ready for the playoffs.
we switched out a bunch of players. Like 3 goals, we're like, "It's time to get the big players off the field because we don't need them
Oh,
getting
I know we
hurt,
switched out a
sleeping on
bunch
us."
of players.
You know? Yeah.
I'm talking about like the back line.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I
Well,
was
because
gonna
it's
lead up
great seeing
to
Beagle play.
is Joey. Joey played, and he had a hell of a match. I was trying to find some stats because I know they're just out. There was people that are not regular battery watchers like, damn, that guy's good. Who is that? I said, it's Joey. He's always good, you know? And so it was really encouraging because he's had a rough couple matches, a couple weeks ago, a month ago, and it's good to see him go out there and play well. And as much as I wanted, I'm not going to say that. I think it was also important that Luis got a clean sheet.
Yeah.
I think it's also
I think it was very important for
play. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't
I think
really
it was important for Luis and for that back line. And now can we show that consistency? And this is where we have that 1 or 2 substitutions, and you do 1 in the back line, maybe 1 at the keeper, or 2 in the back line, and you do it for the 2 games and see if you can have that consistency. And that's how you show that everybody who plays in your back line and keeper is on the same page going into the playoffs. No matter what happens, you have all your pieces. You're not worried. That's what us fans are kind of worried about. Is like, we want to see these guys be all on the same page at once going into the playoffs. And it's like, we kind of need a little bit of minutes to prove to us that they are there.
And I agree with you. 2 things, right? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because we need that back line, right? Because if they're not working well, we could lose. If they're working well, we could draw, right? That's the worst case scenario. If they're doing really well, we could draw. But if they're not doing well, then we could lose. So go for the draw. So 2 things. Back line. I love it. That way, if somebody is having an off night during the playoffs, somebody gets a little niggle, something like that, we feel comfortable. Everybody can move in.
Someone gets booked early.
The number 2 thing that we need to work on is PKs, because we don't need to go through that shit no more. We need 5 in the back of the net every time. 5 in the back of the net. And if they're not doing it after every practice, before every practice, they need to be doing it.
Who do you think takes them?
It doesn't matter. Everyone needs to be doing them. If we have to go through Chin and Luis get better, everybody needs to be killing it. None of this.
If you had to pick
stuff
your
we've done in the
5,
past.
I'm curious about that. If you had to pick
Aaron,
your 5 right now, but in your
Definitely
5
Aaron,
order, what would be your order? Your 5?
Oh, I don't know about order. I got to get you to 5 first.
See, I would go Cal first.
Cal first, yep. Then
like
MD.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then see, this is where it gets crazy, because is Aaron the last one or the next one after MD?
This is your lineup. I'm going to tell you mine afterwards.
Yeah. So then I got 2 in the middle. I'm going to go with Ikaza, and if Torres is out there, I'm going to go with Torres.
So I would go with
second. Maybe Torres second. Maybe Torres first.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll go Cal first, Torres second, Malloy, MD, then Ikaza. And I'm thinking we win it. We win it after 4.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to win after 4.
Because you would switch. Because the other 2 that you could do is be switching Ikaza and MD. But yeah,
I want to see the energy from JD putting 1 in, and so maybe he goes first, because he's just got such energy to him. And Cal,
but that first one just brings a lot, and it's like that first one just brings a lot, and you just need your automatic. That you got the golden boot guy. Just go ahead and put the first one in, dude. Just take that little pressure off, get the first one in.
Yep. Okay, I'll go with that one. And Aaron's so nice and calm that if it comes down to number 4 or 5, we need somebody that's nice and calm.
I like it.
So now between now and then, I think we're both going to be researching who PKs, who's hitting them, who's not hitting them. It will make a little armband so we can say, oh, he's going to go low to the right.
Yeah,
which is always fun. I officiate Charleston, West Ashley rec leagues, and so there was U13 PK, Key comes up there. I said, you're like, you've done this before. I've been officiating for, several years now. You know what to do. And he goes, yeah, but I don't know what they're going to do. I said, well, that's kind of the thing, right? And he goes, yeah, absolutely. I said, which way are you going to guess? And he looks up at me. He goes, oh, I think he's going to go right. And I said, okay, cool. Go out there. And so keeper said, I think he's going to go right. He jumps left. The guy kicks right. But anyways, he goes, well, I guess I guessed wrong. But it is fun. It is fun with keepers of PK, especially new young people, and trying to explain to them. I said, they're supposed to score this on you. That's if they don't, then you're the hero. If they scored, they're not a hero. They scored a PK. But if you save a PK, you're a hero. So don't get upset about it. Just every once in a while, you're going to get one. You're going to get it right. So good times with keepers.
That's absolutely right. And that's something that I tell my keepers too, because, it's 12 yards out, 101, and it's supposed to be an automatic, right? It's like in basketball, it's supposed to be equivalent as a free throw. Like that's what it's free point. It's supposed to be that free gimme, but you have that uncertainty, that little sudden chance of maybe he misses the basket off of his own will, or he misses the shot.
Yeah.
Keeper makes the save, but I mean, like, that's what it is, right? You have the basketball rim is basically essentially the keeper in the net.
Okay, so let's just quickly. I'm looking at Foot Mob. Aaron Malloy, they scored him a 9.4, 1 goal, 2 assists, 2 defensive contributions, total shots of 6, 2 on target, chances created 4. He was a beast the other night. Let's go down to the bottom. Some guy named Matthew Mahoney, 3.8. Give the ball 7 times. Okay. There's your range. MD was 7.8. Emilio was 7. Emilio was on fire the other night too. That was pretty cool. This when he got the goal, but also to see the energy he brings. He looked a lot more comfortable playing on the wing. And Leland did well too. And we were very satisfied with Leland's play and Joey. I can't speak enough about Joey. Joey was, you could tell in the first kind of like, defensive action he did and come up on the good side of it. It just, you could see that confidence and he just built the whole match.
Well, I felt like, I think Leland started to change after he scored in the abandoned game. I don't know if you noticed that a bit, just like his demeanor, his chest, his attitude, like everything just kind of picked up. And I noticed that. And then to see how you're talking, the fans and everybody else is talking about how they connected very well in the back, with Joey playing much better and everybody else, it's like, that's what we want to see. Now, can we get the other guys in there and mix it up a bit and get the consistency across these last few games?
Yeah.
Right, because everyone's in the same locker room. They're all cohesive. We've all been mixing it. Right?
Yeah. Let's see. Who do we play next? We play that Detroit team, right?
Yeah, we play Detroit at home, and then at Sacramento, and then home against Birmingham. I was about to say Burlington.
And so Detroit, they are in 8th place, so they're fighting, right?
Yeah, Tampa can still get in, which is crazy.
So Indy 11 is at 32 points.
Did you see how Hartford jumped to home field?
Yes. Yep.
Not only did they beat Sacramento for the Jägermeister Cup, they also beat them the week later to then jump to home field advantage. I mean, that's absolutely massive for them.
Yeah, it's good because when we beat them later on, we'll show them how massive it was. Let's see. Back to Detroit. They are 9, 8, and 11. Goal difference -2, and their last 5 is a loss, a loss, a loss, a W against North Carolina, and a loss. So hopefully we can not get relaxed, but take care of business on them too, and get win number 19, and maybe help Cal lengthen out his Golden Boot run.
But does Detroit have a goal scorer? Like a
Apparently
prominent,
not, because
like,
they're negative. They're negative too. I don't know.
because he lost Maxey, right? Because Maxey went to
Yeah.
Rhode Island.
Let me see. Detroit.
I think they're got
I
their
don't. I
top
don't know
goal
that.
scorers at like 7. He's at
Yeah.
like 7 or 8. They have a few guys that are all like at 5 and 6.
Have a guy named Smith. So top scores for them is Smith, 10 goals, 3 assists.
He's at 8. How many goals?
It says USL Championship goals 10. Smith.
Oh, 10?
Yeah.
All right. He's only 6 behind Cal.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so it should be a pretty fun match. Hopefully the weather holds out, and I don't know. So as much as it rained and as wet as we were, I did enjoy our time out there in the rain. We took pictures of the hardcore people, so they all get rewarded at the end of the season for standing out in the rain. It was a little wet. It was fun though. It was fun. It helped Nikki determine that she needs a new raincoat, which I've been telling her for years. She'll wear coats until like they are threadbare. And she realized, yeah, it was leaking through every seam. So, well, I think we need to get you a new raincoat. So if nothing else, it helped that situation out. So it's one thing getting wet where you're watching a 2-hour match. It's another thing getting wet when you're, doing a 15-mile hike.
Dude, I loved it when I looked over at Nikki and she just like was explaining to me, when you get too wet, like when it's raining too much and then you start feeling water in certain areas. And I look over and was like, am I the only one who's starting to feel that right now? We all felt it.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think the other thing I looked at you, I said, we were in the Army because I was light infantry type. And so we were out there. I said, we always said, you're not wet until you feel that drop of water go down the crack of your ass. And I think you looked at me and said, I think I just felt it. So it was a lot of fun. What else? That's it? Are we going to do a prediction for Detroit?
Yeah.
What you got?
I got us 1-2-0 at home.
I'm going 3. I'm going 3-0. 3-0. Who you got?
I'm going
scoring?
I got 2-0, more defensive focused, hoping. And I have Cal and Torres scoring. Torres off a free kick.
I'm going with Cal because
back-to-back games.
He's going it. I'm going to throw in MD and hey, I'm Nate.
I would love to. Well, Nate loves to see him score again. Obviously, back-to-back games is massive. And then MD as well. I mean, only being 1 goal behind the Oakland Roots top scorer. And then he's 2 behind Cal.
Yeah, wouldn't it be kind of fun? When the competition is you feel a teammate, right? I don't know.
What if he gets a brace?
So, Cal is always good about assisting. He's always good about giving the ball. Do you think that continues if that little gap closes?
I think he realized. I mean, maybe when if MD gets a brace during Detroit, I think it will start to set in.
Oh, we're gonna spotlight this too. We're gonna stare at them and see if what kind of looks they give each other. Yeah.
If it comes to that, if MD scores in the opening 10, I can see him trying to push for a second one, and if he gets that second goal, it's on, dude. Him and Cal are going. You will see those two running themselves into the ground to get that golden boot. I see it. I see it.
I want to see it. Okay, cool.
I do too.
So I don't know when kickoff is. Probably 7:30. Regular stuff. Oh, it says my thing is showing 6. Is that right?
Yes, it's an early game. We have a 6 o'clock home game, and then we have a 5 o'clock home game.
So the match of the night was at 5, right?
Yeah.
I kind of liked it, but it was a weekday.
Oh, I love
so
them.
it was a different day. So I'll go with 6. Hey, make sure you get out there. Go down to the regiment. The rain night, they were shoving chili dogs down everybody's faces. They were like, eat something, because there wasn't as many people as because we didn't anticipate the the deluge that we got. But everybody, if you happen to hear my voice and you happen not to be a season ticket holder person that watches the Battery all the time, but go, hey, I think I want to go watch a match. Go down to where the Regiment is in the blue lot, and they will welcome you with open arms and probably give you a chili dog and other things that they love to cook. And there are some desserts and some beer. So everybody get down there. Let's end this season of the next couple of matches in a very loud and vocal way, and let's have fun and get ready for the postseason. Any final thoughts? Any final words?
None from me here. Got 2 games tomorrow to go coach. Season's almost over. So getting excited. I do want to say there's a new opportunity for those in youth in the Charleston area who may be interested in some futsal opportunity this winter. There may be opportunities this winter session, so stay tuned.
Hey, and so futsal is kind of, a lot of people just see it as just, just kind of keeping your skills together. There's a young man who plays on Liam's team that last year, I don't know what level they were playing, but I think he was playing at a high level futsal, and they did a tournament over in Barcelona. It was pretty cool because it was all, you can jump on whatever thing is televised. So there's some very good players around here.
So this year we're looking at it's an 8-week session, playing in 2 tournaments, and one of the tournaments is in Charlotte on January 16th, and that's kind of like the Carolina State tournament. And if you were to win that for your age group, then you go to nationals in July.
Nice. Okay, so my off time, I'm going to be thinking of a song. So if you have any ideas what a song should sound like for some player that remain not quite
Shouldn't
nameless,
it be like Robin Hood's theme song?
Go ahead.
I don't know what Robin Hood's theme song is, but it should be like that.
Well, Nate's Canadian, so maybe it has to be something Canadian. I don't know. Nate De Santos. I don't know. But anyways, so we'll see you out there. I thought Canadians only played hockey. I think he's from California too, but I think he's also from Canada or somehow linked back there. So let's see each other Saturday night, which just tomorrow, by the way, because we got this out late because we were all just crazy and had a rough time for you last night. So okay, we shall see you all tomorrow night. Peace.
Sounds good. See you later.